the first line will be for you again.
私が結婚して、店を辞め、ソフィーは一人だったので、考え事をする日も十分にありました。So, since Bessie got married and quit the shop, Sophie was all by herself, and had a lot of time, a lot of free time to think about things.
Perfect. ファニーは遊び歩いているかどうかは別として、頻繁に店を開けていましたし、月末後の売り上げは落ち込んでいました。It's totally whether or not Sophie's going out to play and hang out, rather than doing work, that's not even like the question. Instead, we're thinking about the fact that she just kind of leaves the store open, I think. I probably could double check what that means. And right now the amount of things that have been selling has been lowered a bit since the festival is over. Frequent. So yeah, this says she leaves the store has been left open frequently, and the amount of customers have lowered. So less things are being sold right now. So let's just even ignore the fact that Funny doesn't do stuff. Right now we have basically they need to buy less things, right? Because Funny is always going over to buy supplies to make hats. Well, right now we actually are selling less items, and thus she should not have to buy as many things, kind of like idea. Um, Next line for you.
3日ほどしてソフィーは勇気をかき集め、私も給料をもらえるんでしょと聞いてみました。So after 3 days, Sophie gathered her courage and asked, well, probably asked Fanny, um, I should receive a salary too, right?
Perfect. もちろんよ、ソフィー。よく働いてくれるもの。ファニーは店の鏡の前でバラを数えた帽子をかぶりながら優しく返事しました。Of course, Sophie. You have worked so hard for me after all. This is what Fanny says, very kindly in response to what Sophie asks. Well, she is putting on a hat in front of the mirror. The hat she's putting on has a flower ornament type of thing on it. Um, and Konya, that's I don't know how it's pronounced. Konya. I guess this is the end of the line. It's kind of weird, but for you again, we'll just go one at a time.
今晩にでも計算を済ませたら一緒に考えましょうね。Let's see, tonight にでも計算をする。While going over the budget,
Mm-hmm.
let's think about it together.
Yeah.
計算を済ませたら、
Well, keisan just means to calculate, so it doesn't actually mean budget. And sumasu is to finish. So once we finish
okay,
calculating how much I should pay you, right? So
got
this
it,
is like
okay.
tonight I'll go calculate how much you should be paid, and let's think about it together type of idea. そのまま、ファニーは、外出し、ソフィーが店を閉め、仕上げが残っている帽子を住まいに持ち帰る、時刻になっても戻ってきませんでした。So just like that, Fanny left the house and he never came back at all, even after Sophie closed the store and brought home all the hats that she has not yet finished yet back to her dwelling. Um, she has not come back at all. So Sophie did not get that late night talking. Um, and welcome, Anthony. You didn't miss much, but Sophie has been thinking, man, maybe Funny isn't paying me. I went to go talk to Funny about it, and Funny was like, oh yes, I'll totally pay you. But it's been a day, and she has not yet been paid. Anyway, this is one sentence apparently, and it's gonna go to Gen.
A long sentence. All right.ソフィーは最初、マースの言うことに耳を貸したせいで、後ろめたかったのですが、ファニーがその晩も、その週の後半になっても、給料のことを持ち出そうとしないので、マースが正しかったのかもしれないと思うようになりました。Okay, so at first, Sophie, 後ろめたかったのですが、like, is that like doubt?
Um,
I'm
Ushiro
not familiar
Meru.
with that phrase.
It's to feel guilty.
Okay. So she felt guilty about like 耳を貸したせいで. So like hearing what Martha had said or maybe believing what Martha had said.
It's a little bit like believing, yeah. She feels a little
Yeah.
uneasy. She's like, hmm.
Okay. So she had felt guilty about believing a little about what Martha had said, but Fanny, let's see. So that night too, and その週の後半 and in the latter half of the week, 給料のことを待ち出そうとしない。Oh, yeah, yeah. So
Mhm.
about her salary とこと
Do you know what mochi dasu means?
Nope.
How about motsu? I think you know that.
Like to hold,
It
right?
is to hold. Do you know what dasu means?
Dasu is like to what? To take out or to put out?
Yeah, to make something be pulled out. So the carry and take out basically means like to present is basically what it means. Mochi dasu.
Oh, okay.
Um, so she'd be showing her money to take out the money basically. Right, kyudo. And then we have oto suru, which surprisingly we haven't seen very much in this specific book. Do you happen to know what the oto suru grammar means?
Oh, I want to say like intend to do something. So
It
in this case,
is.
like doesn't intend to like present the salary.
Yep, that's exactly what it says. Does not present. Perfect. That's exactly what it says.
Okay, okay. So it's already like the latter half of the week, and she hasn't like intended to present this salary at all. So um Sophie began to think that Martha was right after all.
Perfect. And then the next line is going to go to Anthony.
私、利用されてるだけかもね。あ、ソフィーはwhat's that? Is it 絆赤い、I don't know what that is.
Kinu, which
赤い
is silk.
something? OK。赤い絹のリボンと、ロロササイのさくらんぼの房をつけ、つけていた帽子に話しかけました。私、利用されてるだ。I was made to do to use. I was like made to use it as instructed.
Yeah. Yes, so yeah, to use is uri and it's passive form, so to
Yes.
be used. But she says, I've been used, rather than I've been made to use. I've been made to use would be saseru, right?
Ah,
Causative form.
okay.
So she's basically saying,
Sa-
oh, I've
I've been
just been
used.
used.
利用されるだけかも。I've been used. How does that get fit in here? I've only been used.
Dake
I've just.
means
Just.
only, yeah, just.
Ah,
She's just using me,
probably.
perhaps.
Perhaps. Sophie は赤い布のリボンとロー、ささい。Is it Sasai?
Mm,
I don't. Ah,
this doesn't really matter much. I think it's saigu, which means minute details. It's like this is construction and tiny. And ro is
tiny
wax.
details.
So we got tiny details of wax making a sakarambo, sakuranbo, which I believe are cherries, something like that.
Chair. A red cloth ribbon and like wax. A cherry made of those materials.
Well, why don't we go look at the different particles we have here? We have a lot of no particles. We got a to particle, a no particle, another no particle, an O particle, ta form, a ni particle, and a verb. So where do you think we want to start here?
We'll start with a verb.
Yes, what is the verb?
Yes. 話しかけました。To say, to talk,
Yeah, to say
to
to
convey.
somebody. Who would be the one we're talking to? What would that be marked?
Sophie.
Sophie's actually the one talking, 'cause he's actually marked by wa a little bit earlier, which I didn't circle that particle, so totally easy mistake to make. Sophie is talking to whatever's marked by the ni particle, which is what?
The hat.
The hat.
She's
She's
talking to the
talking
hat.
to a hat. Now, I'm sure there's lots of hats in her shop. She lives in a hat shop after all. Which hat is she talking to? 赤い絹のリボンとロー細工
A
の
hat that
さくらんぼの房をついていた帽子。
a hat that has a red ribbon and a kind of a small wax on it, and a cherry wax. A cherry made of wax, I
Yes.
guess. So
Yeah. And fusa probably means
I
like a little
forgot
bunch. Like it's like a
about
grape type of thing, but of
bunch
cherries.
together,
Exactly. Perfect.
and it's attached to.
That is who she is talking to. だけど、誰かがこの仕事をしなくちゃ、さもないと売るものが一つもなくなるわ。However, somebody has to do this job, because if someone doesn't, then we're going to run out of things to sell. And then the next two lines are going to go to Gen.
ソフィーはその帽子を仕上げると、飾りがなくて、洒落た白黒の帽子を取り上げました。その時、新しい考えが浮かびました。Let's see, Sophie, when she finished that hat, 飾りがなくて、she picked up a black and white hat with no decoration. So at that time, a new thought floated in her head.
Exactly. Popped up in her head. Perfect. And this black and white hat was kind of like very gaudy. Yes, stylish.
Oh, gaudy, okay.
It means stylish. That's not an incorrect translation, but a lot of times it can be like excessive. So it is
Okay.
used both ways, and you just choose how you want to translate it. But it just means fancy. and whether or not the fancy is gaudy or not is context. So here, there actually isn't a context to translate it as gaudy. So you could have just said nice, fancy, and that would also be a perfectly good translation because it's not specified. It's like how what owl can mean laugh or smile, and context lets you know if they're going ha 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 or not. Um, the next
Okay.
line is going to go to Anthony.
あ売るものがないだったらどうだっていうの。there's nothing to sell. There's there's nothing to sell. There's no item that is like on sale. If that's the case, though, what are you talking about? Oh,
Mm. Good guess. You kind of forgot the context right over here,
ah,
which is Sophie talking to
ah,
the hat, being like, someone has to do this job. If not, we'll run out of things to sell, right? Because her job is to make the hats that go in the hat shop. And then she's continuing to talk to herself, right? Being like, oh, there's nothing to sell. Well, in that case, who the hell cares? What are we supposed to do about that? Like, who type of idea? But it really just means who cares? どうでもいい type of idea. どうだっていうの?
do
Like, what do you mean by that? Is literally what it says. Like,
oh,
what are we, like, why does it matter kind of idea. Next line goes to Ken.
周囲、うん、周囲を見、あ、me?
Right. Yeah, it's just
回すと
me. You're got like so down of yourself. You're like suddenly, ah. Yep. 周囲を見回す. 回す, like
Okay.
circle.
Okay, without the kanji. 目の前のスタンドにある帽子も、まだ山積みの他の帽子も仕上げを待っています。周囲 like looking at her surroundings.
Yes.
Okay, so looking around at her surroundings, 目の前の stand. Let's see the uh with the stand with the hat in front of her, or the hat on a stand in front of her. まだ山積みの他の帽子。山積み?
You know what a yama is?
A mountain. Oh,
You know
is
what
this
the
like a hats that need to be shaped?
No. The most important part here is the verb tsumu, but that one's a harder verb, and I didn't know if you know it or not.
Is
Tsumu
that
is
like to
this.
pile up?
It is to pile up. So to pile up into a mountain. So yamadumi means
Oh, she's
a
got a
big.
lot of hats waiting for
Exactly.
her then. Okay.
Yes, that's all it's saying. It
Uh,
says you got a whole lot of hats.
Okay. So at the like mountainous pile of other hats waiting to be finished.
Perfect. And then the next line is gonna go to Anthony.
あんたたち、なんか、これっぽっちも、これっぽっちも、あたしの役に立たないじゃない。ああんたたち、なんか、you guys, it's kind of, これっぽ、これっぽっち、
Do you know what yaku ni tatsu means?
役に立つ means unhelpful.
In this context, yes, unhelpful because it's negative. So unhelpful for who? Atashi no yaku ni tattanai.
My,
Hmm.
me.
So you guys are not helpful for me. Koripochi mo.
What's core? I don't know what core.
Koripochi means like even like a tiny bit. So it just
Ah,
says you guys, as in the hats, you guys aren't helpful at all. Not even a little bit. Because the hats are like, fix me, Sophie. I'm ugly. Because the last one was a little too hard, next line will also be for you, Anthony.
ソフィーはもうちょっとで、ちょっとですぐさま、すぐさま家を離れ、運試しに出かけるところでした。ソフィーはもうちょっとで、Sophie is a bit, or already a bit,
ソフィー、家を離れ。
to separate the two, went away from home.
She left the
Separate
house
herself from
when?
home.
When did she leave home? もうちょっとですぐさま。
もうちょっとで、just a bit earlier.
In this case, it's later.
Oh,
Earlier would be さっき. Sugu means like right now, and sama means like immediately. So basically it says she went out right away, but it did allow us to have a pause between this. To be like, okay, she says that, maybe she puts on her hat and collects her purse or something, right? So the mo chotto de allows there to be a little bit of time, but also showing that she like made her mind and was like, okay, I'm going out right now, type of idea. So she immediately left, but she didn't like leave her shoes behind. She like, there was like a pause between it, which seems like funny, but we just wanted to show that she didn't like loiter when she left. She left as soon as she was able to. And then we have a time phrase. Where was Sophie?
where was Sophie? 運試し?
に出かけるところでした.
Is it like bad luck? 運試し?
That's a really good guess. You're right that un does mean luck. Do you know what dame means?
Dame is like bad, something
Bad.
no.
Does mean
Negative.
bad. In this case, though, it actually has nothing to do with dame, surpringly. I was thinking like bad
Oh,
luck. But it's tamesu, which is to double check something. I didn't see that coming. But undameshi is the tester luck. I was thinking it was more like
damage.
because you'll hear this a lot with like like the test of courage
Oh,
in shows. So I thought it was like undameshi. It's like, are you lucky or you're unlucky? Is what I thought it was going to mean. But it means to test your luck, which surprisingly has a very similar meaning, but totally different words.
so she wants to like test her like luck and to go and try to go out and see what
No
luck's
try in
bring.
the sentence, but yes. Yes. Sophie was right at the moment when she was about to leave to go out of the house to test her luck.
Okay.
Next line is for Gen.
でも、危うい。
Yeah, ayao.
危ういところで、自分は長女なんだから出かけても無駄だと考え直し、ため息をつきながら、また帽子を手に取りました。I've not seen that one before.
Aoi, you might have heard it as ayaoku. It's a little bit, I think, more common, because the with an e is an e adjective, so it means dangerous, like abunai is what it is. I think it's even the same kanji in abunai, but normally you see it as an adverb, as ayaoku for whatever reason. Not so. This is irregular. I do agree, because normally you'd use like abunai if you wanted to do the e adjective. Well, yeah, of dangerous. But they wanted to do this one instead. Because the way it works dangerously is that it actually means almost. So here it's not dangerous, it's almost. Like, it's a lot of times it's used like, I narrowly escaped with my life. Tends to be the context it's used in. So,
Okay.
so it's the, so they're using it here because they wanted it to be a little bit dramatic. So it's almost, but in a like kind of way. So she almost left her house, right? She was about to leave. She was right there, but just about to leave the house and leave,
Okay.
test her courage. But something happened.
Okay. So just when she was about to leave, leave, um, let's see, okay. Um, she, Kangai now she remembered or like thought again.
Mm-hmm. Yep. When she
Um,
thought
so
again.
she thought again that there's no point because there's no point in going out because she's the eldest
Yep.
daughter. We're right back at it. Okay.
Yep.
So she sighed heavily. Uh, and uh once again just picked up a hat.
Perfect. 次の朝一人で、天板をしてる時も、まだソフィーは不機嫌でした。The next morning, Sophie was still in a bad mood when she went over to be in charge of the store all by herself. Um, and then the next line will be for Anthony.
そこへあまり、あ、き、貴重の良くない若いお客が鼻息も、あ、鼻息も荒く店内に残り、あ、のぼ、乗り込んできました。あ、そこへ、going to there, あまりきる、is it kito, precious, or article,
Ki,
or good?
ki, Kiryo
き、
means the appearance. So Kiro no yokunai means she was ugly.
きるのよ、ugly.
Probably
良くな
more
い
in the
若い。
vibe of like she doesn't look like someone of high status, not like she's not like Busaiku or something like that. She just doesn't
あ、
look womanly.
The visitor or the customer that is not, that is wakai, that is young, but is not that good looking.
Mm-hmm.
Hanaiki mo araku 1090. Hanaiki is like even the breathing is like very um stormy.
Yes.
Is it
Breathing
very
hard, yes.
really hard? Yeah. 店内に乗り込んできました. So she came in the store. She went into the store doing all those things that I said earlier.
Perfect.
The breathing
Nice.
habit.
And the next line will be for Gen.
フリースのある薄茶のボナットのリボンを掴んで、振り回しながら、キーキー声を出しています。Okay, so the light brown pleated bonnet. Let's see. Wait a second. あなたのリボンを掴んで。So she was holding a light brown pleated bonnet by its ribbon.
Because she ran into the building.
Okay. で、振り回しながら、振り回し。Is that like swing around?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she kind
Okay.
of spins around in the store.
Okay. Spin around. Yeah, swing around. Kiki koi. Kiki koi. I don't know that
Oh,
one.
well, you do know Kiki Koi. Kiki, right? He's talking, he's
Oh,
letting out
like
a sound of like Kiki.
a
Furimawashi,
squeak.
yeah. Furimawasu, though, actually literally means to wield something, like to swing something around, not meaning to swing your body around, which is what I was thinking.
Oh, so she's
So
swinging the bonnet around.
the ribbon of the bonnet.
Okay,
Like you know when a girl plays with their hair, but instead she's playing with her bonnet.
I see.
Um, ちょっとあんた、あんたはこれだと言ったよね。ほら、ジェーン・ファイリアーが伯爵と出会った時に被っていたのはこれと同じです。嘘つき、私に、私には何にも起きないんじゃない。So she came running in the house and she's swinging the ribbon of a bonnet around. Maybe it's true it's not on the hat because she says in this line saying, "Hey you told me this, didn't ya? You said like this right here is the exact same hat as the one that Jane Fanya wore when she met the Duke, right? You are a liar. I didn't have any kind of love event occur for me when I wore this hat." And then the next line will be for Anthony.
そうでしょうね。ソフィーは思わず言っていました。そうでしょうね。That's right. Huh.
What kind
Is
of
it?
that's right is this though? Dishol? It's not
She's
so desu
asking to
ne.
confirm.
Dishol. It could be
So
that,
the
but
show.
this is more rude here. So desu ne would be like, oh, I guess what that really did happen. So dishol ne is more like, yeah, I thought that would happen. I was thinking, oh yeah, because dishol can be like asking for double checking, but when you say dishol, it means you are confident in the answer, right? You say like that's what it is. It's like the right at the end of a sentence. So she basically says, yeah, right. I didn't think you would find a handsome man wearing that hat. That's basically what she says here. He's like, yeah, I thought so, but there's no thought in the sentence. It just dishol states a certainty that you are questioning. But not just questioning.
I see.
And in what way did she say this?
She, without thinking,
Yes, she just
said
kind
it.
of blurted out. And it gets even worse from here. Next line is gonna go to Gin.
そういう顔立ちで、このボネットをかぶるような間抜けな人は、たとえ王様が物乞いにいらしても見抜けないでしょうよ。Okay, hang on a second. 物乞い I'm not familiar with.
It means beggar, like a pauper.
Okay. All right, let's see. So you cow that so with that face, or expression, it's one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
このボネット、so, 間抜けな人. That sounds like a word that I know, but I'm not sure.
Manuke means idiot, like stupid looking.
Oh, okay. This is worse than I thought. Okay, so um so with that face to wear this bonnet,
A person stupid wearing
person
this
stupid
bonnet with that
enough.
face.
Oh my God. Okay. A person stupid enough to wear this bonnet with that face. Let's see. For example, let's see if a king, let's see. Irashitemo. Well, if a king were a beggar?
Mm-hmm. I
Mm,
think the irasu is like he disguises himself as a beggar, maybe.
okay.
Or yeah. something like that. I'm not exactly sure the いらし
Yeah, this
て
is a little
あ
complicated.
い
Mean
ら
get
して Yeah, it means like coming and going. So how I interpreted it was the king, like you know how like in movies the king will dress up like a beggar and go hide in the town. A while ago
yeah.
in this specific story itself, they were talking about the Duke, right? And that the Duke apparently had disguised himself and went loitering around the town, right? And he met, Jane Fanya, right? And the two of them eloped. That's the rumor that's been going around in town. So that's what I think the Irasu, the coming and going as a beggar, is what it's saying here with the knee. So she says, even if the king was going as the beggar, not even like the duke, like she leveled it up even higher, then they would totally minukenai, which is saying to see through it, as in seeing that you are an idiot and you're not very pretty.
R.I.P. in pieces.
Oh, like that's like kind of crazy to say that. But this Jesus says, even if the king was out and about dressed like a beggar, he still wouldn't look at you. Type of very horrible thing to say.
This is to a customer?
This is to
Yikes.
a farmer customer who came into a shop being like, "You are a liar and told me James wore this bonnet, but no boy has asked me to marry him." And she's like, "Yeah, I didn't think so. Look how stiff." Like, what kind of king is gonna marry you? もっともその前にあなたを見た王様が、怪物ゴルゴルを見た人みたいに石像に変わってなければの話だけど。In the first place, before something like that could even happen, you'd have the king who would see you. He would really only have a possibility of like even looking at you really if you had changed into a stone that looked like a human being, but after they looked at like the Medusa. So if you became a stone like a person who had looked at Medusa, then perhaps the king would have looked at you. Type of idea. Next line is for Anthony.
お客はソフィーを睨みつけました。So the visitor or the customer glared at Sophie.
はい、perfect. そして、ボネットを、投げつけると、勢いよく店から出て行きました。And then she threw the bonnet and very aggressively left the store. And the next line goes again.
ソフィーは、ふんと言いながら、ボネットを、くず、くずかごの奥に押し込みました。Let's see. So Sophie kind of, ふん
Yeah, exactly.
I'm,
She snorts.
I'm forgetting the word for making that sound in English. So
Yeah.
okay. So she's, while saying that, bonnet to kuzukago. Well, I guess it's some kind of box.
Yeah, kago is a basket.
Okay.
And kuzu means garbage. So it's some kind of
But
garbage
she
can.
just tossed it into the garbage basket
Yeah.
or pushed
I
it
mean, she
into.
can't resell the hat. So they'll do returns here. Probably. Kuzukagol.
I suppose, but
She might take it apart or something. It's a
yeah.
waste basket, so it probably has like things like cut off pieces of ribbon and stuff like that rather than like a food garbage bag, which would be a
Oh,
gomi bag.
like a scraps basket?
Yeah, it's probably more like a scraps basket
Okay.
than a like real garbage can. This line right here is going to go to Anthony.
カッとなれば、お客を失う。これが商売の鉄側です。 Oh my God. Katto nareba. I don't know what katto means.
Hmm.
Is
Ka
it?
is a sound effect, but it's a weird sound effect 'cause it's the sound of you getting angry.
Uh, it, well, if you get angry, okay, then the customer you will be lost or you will lose
Yes.
a customer. これが商売の鉄則
Yeah,
What's
鉄則.
鉄則
鉄則.
鉄則
Do you know what tetsu means?
Tetsu means steel or iron.
Yes. Te Tetsuku is an ironclad rule.
Tetsu. Okay, the rules of it. That's the rule of like selling things.
The rule for selling things. You must,
Sales.
if you get angry, you'll lose the customer. I mean, I
Ah,
don't know if it's getting angry. It might be saying that she's so ugly, the prince would only look at him if she was turned into a stone statue from a Gorgon. Is kind of crazy. That's that's a little more than just getting angry. Um, たった今、この正しさを証明したわけです。What happened just now? Which is proof of the correctness of that saying. 気が、仮りなのは、カッとなるのが、血管だったことです。I don't know what 気がかり means. 気がかり。Basically, she's saying that the fact that she's so anxious right now is making it really, really easy for her to get angry. Um, what is this? 快感だ. Oh. Okay. Basically, it's really pleasant to get angry when you're anxious, I guess. She's basically saying this makes her feel a lot better to yell at the customer. Next line goes to Gen.
She's venting.
Yep.
ソフィーがまだ気を取り直さずにいるうちに、車輪の音と馬の蹄の音がしたと思うと、馬車が店の窓を塞ぐように止まりました。Let's see. ソフィーがまだ。So, before or while, let's see, now says in me. So, Tori now says in me. So, without something.
Mm-hmm. 気を
um,
取り直す. Do you know what 直す means?
um, to like recover or heal or
Yes, to
fix or
recover.
something.
And ki, of course, is that word that has 5 million meanings, and here it's like your soul. So it says to take and recover your soul means to like be brought back to reality. Ki o torinaosu. To calm down in this context.
Okay. So, let's see. But she hasn't calmed down, basically. So, um,
Exactly.
so she before she could, I guess, calm down.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, shouting so she could the sound. Wait a sec, Omoto. So we've got wheels, the sound of
Mm-hmm.
wheels and the sound of horses. Hizume. I don't know what hizume is, but I would guess it's the sound that like horses snort or whatever.
That's a really good guess 'cause that does sound like the sound of a snort, but hizume is the cubs of a horse.
Oh,
So that's
okay.
a crop, crop, crop
I
noise.
suppose you would hear that first if from further away, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so she could hear the sound of wheels and horse hooves. Gosh, or when she thought she could hear it. Basha, that's like a horse-drawn carriage, right?
Yes.
Mise no maro fusagu.
Fusagu,
Isn't that like to defend?
no. Fusagu is to block,
Block.
like to close up something.
Oh, did I mix it up with fusegu? Whoops. Okay. So it stopped in front of the shop, uh, nearly blocking the window.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. What was the time phrase between hearing the horse and the carriage stopping?
Well, we have Omoto, so this is like
Hmm.
she like just realized she could hear it, and then suddenly it appeared, basically.
Exactly. Perfect. And the next line goes to Anthony.
ああ、扉のベルがチリンチリンとなり、今まで見た中でももっと飾り立てた客が、あさっそうと入ってきました。Uh, the door, the doorbells, made a sound, ching ching, 今まで until now, 見た中でも the customer that has like lots of things that on her head, kazari,
Yeah, sure.
a lot of
Compared to who other
uh,
people?
さっそう入ってきました。Until now, compared to all the other things that she saw until today, until now,
もっとも.
uh, even more, even more.
Yeah. So this is saying it's a customer who is dressed to the nines, right? More so than any other customer she has seen up till now. What does
Okay.
this customer do?
Uh, さっそうと to invite himself, like to inside the store,
Mm-hmm.
I
Saso.
guess.
Saso means to invite somebody, but the glottal stop here is in the middle of the word, so it can't be that. Saso
Oh,
is theoretically it's I think like a verb, or I don't know, but it's adding the to turn into an adverb type of thing. So it's describing the way in which the customer haitekimashita, which was entered the store, which is just saying she entered the store very dashingly. Um,
dash.
she very jauntily came in here.
Okay.
And then the next line will be for Gen.
プロテンの肩掛けをふわっとまとい、漆黒のドレスにはダイヤモンドが散りばめられています。黒、
A
oh,
kuroten
is it
is a creature called a sabil, which is some kind of like, like like a like a
like a
raccoon.
fox looking thing?
Yeah, like a
Okay.
fox looking thing.
All right. So, katakake. So it's like a shoulder wrap or like a I forget the specific term for it, but that
Yeah.
fuwa tomatoi.
She just matois that the katekake. What would you use? What would you do, right? With a shawl?
I mean, you're either wearing it or like flipping it over your shoulder, right?
Yeah. So mato is the verb for wearing something like a cloak. So
Okay.
it works great. I think there you can also use kaburu, I think, with this verb. They allow for both uses. But mato just gives off a more cloak-like vibe with it.
Okay.
And fuwa is like fluffy.
So this is a nice like wrap, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
漆黒のドレスには、漆黒 I guess it's like a really black
Yes.
dress. Anyway, so diamonds 散りばめられています。Like chiri, like chiru, like scattered?
Yeah, I think it probably is related to that. Chiribameru should mean to be inlaid inside of something.
Okay. So
But it
this is like
probably
sewn
is
into or woven into.
exactly. But it
This
is the
dress.
chiri from scattered. Because the idea
Okay.
is that you would have these things inlaid in multiple spots is how it's used. It's not like one item inlaid in it. So it has like the be studded, right? It's gonna have that vibe.
Okay.
Perfect. And then the last line of today is gonna go to Anthony.
でも、ソフィーが真っ先に目を止めたのは、この客の大きな帽子でした。So, but Sophie's eyes um, uh, well, landed on like this customer's big hat.
Yes, perfect. Yep. More so than all the other items, the hat is what really drawn her eyes. Perfect.